Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. All of you know that who inspires us to use this expression, that is Om Shanti, thrice, because each time we say this, we use this expression, there is a meaning behind that. Dadi Janki ji used to use these expressions. The first Om Shanti refers to the original form of the soul, or our own introduction. Who am I? That I am the light, I am a soul. The second time when we say, Dadi used to say that, who is mine? I am the child of the Almighty. So, the second time, Baba is my might. And third time when we say, so do you remember? So when we realize who am I and who is mine, these are the fundamental aspects of realization, then we will have clarity on about the third time usage of this expression, that is Om Shanti. What should be done? What should I do? What actions should I perform? We also heard in the song that this Madhuban and this godly family, and what is this godly family and how are they? So these aspects have already been mentioned in today's Murli. Baba says we should have that spiritual love. There shouldn't be any kind of differences of opinion. Baba has explained many aspects of dhana. So which is the first page says a lot about dharna. Let's listen to Baba's direct, elevated versions. Today's date is 2nd January 2026. And the essence is, sweet children, you have to live with one another with a lot of spiritual love. Never allow any conflict of opinion to come. Question: what should each of you Brahmin children ask your own heart? So what should you ask your heart? What you have to check, you have to use your wise intellect and check. Answer: Ask your heart the first question. Am I seated in God's heart? Baba has asked us to check on these five like parameters, you can say. The first one, am I seated in God's heart? Second, to what extent have I imbibed divine virtues? Third, do I create any obstacles in God's service? If we become Brahmins and if we create obstacles in God's service. So the fourth one, do I constantly live with others like milk and sugar? Which means, do I remain in unity with everyone? So do I get along with everyone and do the service? Fifth one, do I always follow Srimad? So these are the points of chart. So Baba says, so we have to check these things throughout the day. The song, no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You children are the godly community. Previously, you belonged to the devilish community. The devilish community doesn't know who the innocent Lord is. They don't even understand that Shiva is separate from Shankar and that Shankar is a deity, because the people of the world believe that Shankar is the innocent Lord, but Baba tells us that Shiva is separate from Shankar and Shankar is a deity, whereas Shiva is the father. They don't understand anything at all. You are now the godly community, that is the godly family. That's the devilish family of Ravan. There is so much difference. You are now in God's family and you are learning from God how there has to be that spiritual love for one another. It's here in this Brahman family you have to fill yourselves with the spiritual love for one another. So we have to move along with a lot of love. Those who don't have full love will not be able to claim their full status. There is one religion and one kingdom. They don't quarrel with each other. Here there are no kingdoms. Even among Brahmins too, there are conflicts of opinion, even at the conference stage, because this is a Brahmin family. Baba says there are conflicts of opinion because of body consciousness. Those who have a conflict of opinion, they experience punishment before they pass. Then when they stay in one religion, there is peace. On the other side here, there is the devilish community, that is the devilish family type. On this side here, it's the godly family type. You are imbibing divine virtues for the future. Because we have become Brahmins and what effort is being made, so we are making that effort for the future, that is, we are making the effort to imbibe divine virtues. It is the Father who makes you full of virtues. Not all of you will become that. Those who follow Srimad become the beads of the rosary of the victory. Those who don't become that become part of the subjects. There is the deity government there, and there is 100% peace, purity and prosperity there. You now have to imbibe divine virtues in this Brahman clan. Some imbibe divine virtues very well and also inspire others to do so. Only when you are soul conscious can there be that spiritual love for one another in this godly family. This is why you have to continue to make effort. Not everyone's stage, because Baba just makes us make the effort. Not everyone's stage will be constant or the same at the end. After experiencing punishment, the status of some will be destroyed and they will attain a low status. If Brahmins don't live together like milk and sugar, but like salt and water, and they don't imbibe divine virtues, how could they claim a high status? When you just boil the milk and sugar, both get dissolved very easily, but that will not happen when you boil the salt and water. So Baba says, if Brahmins don't imbibe divine virtues, if they don't live together like milk and sugar, how could they attain a high status? Baba just, so these things are very much required, that else you will not claim that status. Because of being like salt water, they sometimes create obstacles in God's service. Because of differences in opinion, they fight, they don't get along and do the service, then those are the obstacles in God's service. The consequence of that is that they are unable to claim that high status. On the one hand, they make effort to become like milk and sugar. On the other hand, Maya makes them become like the salt water. Due to this, there is disservice instead of service. The Father sits here and explains, you are God's family. So you are even living with God. Some of you are living together with Him and others are living in their other towns. However, all of you are together because everyone has the same aim and objective, because it's the same path of knowledge to everyone. Though you are physically distant from this place, but you are following the same. So in that way, Baba says all of you are together. The Father comes in Bharat. People don't know when Shiv Baba comes or what does he do when he comes. You have now received the introduction of the Father. You now know the Creator and the creation and the beginning, middle and end of the creation. No one in the world knows how this cycle turns and what time in the cycle it is now. They are in total darkness. People of the world neither understand the significance of the time, nor they realize their own form, and they don't even recognize the Father's incarnation. The Father, the Creator, has come and told you all the news. Along with this, He also says, "Ho Saligrams, remember me." Shiv Baba says this to his children. You do want to become pure, don't you? You have been calling out. Shiv Baba says, I have now come. Shiv Baba comes to make Bharat into the temple of Shiva once again. And this Ravan has made it into a brothel. They themselves sing that they are impure and they are vicious. Bharat was completely viceless in the golden age. And vicious human beings worship the viceless deities. No one understands that those who were viceless then became vicious. Those who were worthy of worship, they were viceless. And then they became vicious worshippers. And that's why they call out, "O purifier, come. And come and make us viceless." The Father says, become pure in this last birth. Because we children had called out, Baba has come, and what did Baba say? Baba says, become pure in this last birth. Constantly remember me alone, your sins will be cut away, and from being Tamo Pradhan, you will become Sato Pradhan deities. After that, you will go into the Moon Dynasty warrior family type. How does the transformation take place? How do you become the deities? Then how do you become a warrior? At this time, you are the godly family type, and you will then go into the deity family for 21 births. You spend this last birth in God's family. You have to make effort in this birth and become full of virtues. What do you have to become? Baba says, in this birth, you have to become in this birth. Baba says, full of all the virtues, and you were worthy of worship. You used to rule, and then you became worshippers. It has to be explained that God is the Father and that we are His children. Therefore, this is a family. Because we say the world, there is one world, there is one world, and there is one God, and there is one God's family. So it is sung, you are the mother and father, and we are your children. We experience a lot of happiness through your mercy. Therefore, it's a family. You are now receiving plenty of happiness from the Father. The Father says, you definitely are part of my family, but according to the drama, when you enter the kingdom of Ravan, you go into sorrow and then you call out to me. At this time, you are an accurate family. I am giving you your inheritance for your future 21 births, and this inheritance will be with you all the time for 21 births in that deity family. The deity family lasts through the golden and the silver ages. When it begins the kingdom of Ravan, you forget that you belong to the deity family. By going on to the path of sin, you become the part of devilish family. You have been coming down the ladder for 63 births. All of this knowledge is in your intellects. You can explain to anyone, because the soul, by being under the influence of body consciousness, became vicious. It forgot. The soul has forgotten. Because of these vices, the soul had a descending stage. We have understood the knowledge now. So that's why Baba says all of this knowledge is in your intellects. You can explain to anyone. You originally belonged to the deity religion. Before the golden age, there was the iron age. You were made into deities from human beings at this confluence age, because there is the confluence age in between. Just like the days of confluence age pass by, we start studying and we also make effort. Then we also become deities. So we have to check whether my behavior is like that. You are taken into the deity religion from the Brahmin religion. It's been explained to you how Lakshmi and Narayan claimed their kingdom. Before them, there was this devilish kingdom. So, how and when did it become the deity's kingdom? Father says, I come at the confluence age of every cycle and take you into the Brahmin, deity, and warrior religions. This is God's family. Everyone speaks of God, the Father, but because of not knowing the Father, they have become orphans. And this is why the Father comes in this extreme darkness to bring light. Heaven is now being established. You children are studying and imbibing divine virtues. You know that since people celebrate the birthday of Shiva, they should understand what came after Shiva's birthday. There must definitely have been the birthday of deity's kingdom. Heavenly God the Father, because we are celebrating Shiv Jayanti, then what will happen? Heavenly God the Father doesn't enter heaven to establish heaven. He says, I come between hell and heaven at the confluence age. People speak of the night of Shiva. Shiv Baba comes and makes deities, then so Baba says he comes at the confluence age of hell and heaven. People speak of the night of Shiva. That's why Baba says, I come in the night. You children can understand this. Those who understand this can also inspire others to imbibe these things. Those who remain busy doing service in their thoughts, words, and deeds are those who can be seated in Baba's heart. Each one of you climbs into the heart according to the service that you do. Some of you are all-round workers. You have to learn all the skills to cook food, to make chapatis, to wash dishes. All of these types of work are service too. And in that, the all-round service covers all these things. That's because you have to cover all types of service, that is through the mind, through the words, and through your actions. Baba says remembrance of the Father is the first thing. Only by remembering Him will your sins be destroyed. You receive the inheritance here. There you are full of all the virtues, as are the king and queen, so are the subjects. There is no question of sorrow there. At this time, because as is the king and the queen, so will be the subjects. So everyone will be elevated there. So there is no question of sorrow. At this time, all are the residents of hell. It's everyone's descending stage. There is now to be the ascending stage. The Father liberates everyone from sorrow and takes them into happiness, and that's why he is called the liberator. Here you have the intoxication that you are claiming your inheritance from the Father. You are becoming worthy, and worthy ones are those who make others worthy of claiming a royal status. Baba says, each one of you will inspire others to make the effort, and just like you are inspiring others to make effort, and others also similar to yourselves who has made, many of us have made or inspired others to just be like themselves. Baba has explained that many will come to study here, but it doesn't mean that all of them will take 84 births. Those who study less will come later, and they will therefore take fewer births. Some will take 80, others 82. Whether you come earlier or later, all depends on how you study. Ordinary subjects will come later. They can't take 84 births, and they continue to come later. Those who come at the very end will take birth at the end of the Silver Age. Then they will then go to the path of sin. They begin to come down. This ladder shows how the people of Bharat take 84 births. This cycle is in the form of a drama. So those who were pure have now become impure and will become pure deities. Everyone benefits when the Father comes, and which is why this is called the auspicious age. The greatness of the Father is that he benefits everyone. And what title is given to this confluence age? It's the auspicious and the elevated. So Baba says, that's why the confluence age is the most elevated age. It is the greatness of the Father that he benefits everyone. Everyone benefited, everyone was benefited in the golden age. There was no sorrow there. It has to be explained that we belong to the godly family type. God is everyone's father. Baba just explains about family. How is God's family? How was that family created, and how did we become a part of the deity family, then a part of warriors family, then we become a part of the devilish family. God is everyone's father. It is here that you have the mother and father. It's also sung in India that what do you call? You are the mother and you are the father. Abroad they only speak of the father. They only say God. They treat God as the father. Here you children have the mother and father. You children here are adopted. You have been adopted through Brahma Baba. Since the father is the creator, there must also be the mother. How else would creation take place? Neither the people of Bharat nor people abroad understand how Heavenly God the Father establishes heaven. You now understand how there is the establishment of this new world and the destruction of the old world, and it definitely takes place at the confluence age. You are now at the confluence age. The Father says, now constantly remember me alone. Baba says we are at the confluence age, and what does Baba explains when he comes? Baba says, remember me alone. Souls have to remember the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, because souls and Supreme Soul have remained separated for a long time. So where does the beautiful meeting take place? That happens only when Brahma Baba becomes the agent for the wonderful meeting to take place. How did we find Shiv Baba? Through Brahma Baba's body. That is this unlimited Kumbh Mela. So Baba says this beautiful meeting takes place here. The Supreme Father comes here, and this is called the beautiful benevolent meeting. He gives everyone the inheritance of liberation in life. You become free from the bondage in life. Because this January month's Abhyakt theme itself is that become liberated from bondages. And it's like bondage, becoming free from bondage in life is like leading a life of liberation in life. So Baba gives you everyone the inheritance of liberation in life, and we become free from bondage in life. Everyone will then go to the land of peace, and then when you come down here, you will become Sato Pradhan. Those people come down to establish their religions. Only when their population increases, they do make effort to establish their kingdoms. Until then, there is no quarreling, etc. When they go from Sato Pradhan into Rajo stage, the quarreling and the fightings begin. All other religions, they come into the Rajo stage, then the conflict starts. First of all, there is happiness, then sorrow. Now everyone is in complete degradation. There has to be the establishment of the golden age and the destruction of this iron-aged world. The Father is establishing the land of Vishnu through Brahma, and you claim a reward in the land of Vishnu according to the effort that each one of you makes. These are very good things to understand. At this time, you children must have a lot of happiness, claiming your inheritance for your future 21 births from God. To the extent you make effort and become accurate, you have to become accurate at this time. What's our aim? To become accurate, to just follow the footsteps of the Father, to accurately follow the footsteps of the Father. There are lever clocks and cylinder clocks. Lever clocks are very accurate. Some children become accurate, whereas those who remain inaccurate, they claim a low status. So make effort and become accurate. Baba says, so our aim and objective is to become accurate, to become complete, just like the Father, and to become complete and full and perfect like the Father. Baba says, not all of you are accurate at this time. Only the one Father inspires you to make effort. When you don't want to make effort to create your fortune, you claim a low status. All of these things happen because of you are not following Srimad, not renouncing devilish traits, and not staying in yoga. Baba says when we don't become accurate, then we will not be able to claim that position. The reasons are because we don't follow Srimad, and we don't renounce devilish traits, and we don't stay in yoga. When you don't stay in yoga, you are just like Pandits. What title Baba gives to such children? Baba says Pandits. If you are not in yoga, you are just like Pandits. It's because there isn't that love for Shiv Baba that your yoga is lacking. You then imbibe less, and there isn't that happiness. Your faces become just like that of a corpse. Let your features always be cheerful, just like those of the deities. The Father is giving you so much inheritance. When the child of a poor person goes to a wealthy person, he becomes so happy. You were very poor. You were characterless. We didn't have that spiritual wealth. Now the Father has now adopted you, and let there be happiness. So We now belong to God's community. However, what can be done if it's not in someone's fortune? The status is destroyed, they don't become queens. The Father comes to make you into queens. And you children can explain to anyone that all the three, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, are the children of Shiva. He is making Bharat into heaven once again through Brahma. And this old world is destroyed through Shankar. Only a few remain in Bharat. There, all the continents will be finished. This Bharat is the imperishable land. So that's why Baba says, if you just survive during that time, there isn't any annihilation, but many are destroyed. It's as though annihilation takes place. There is a difference of day and night. All of them will go to the land of liberation. And this is the work of the Purifier Father. The Father says, become soul conscious, otherwise you will continue to remember your old relations. You have renounced them, but your intellect starts being pulled. You aren't the conquerors of attachment, and that is called adulterated remembrance. If we just remember the old relations, so Baba says that is the adulterated remembrance. Therefore, because you continue to remember those who are in degradation, because then you can't attain salvation, because we always continue to remember those who are in degradation, we can't attain salvation. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The essence for dharna. The first one, in order to climb into Bap Dada's heart, serve with your thoughts, words and actions and become an accurate all-rounder. Second, become so soul conscious that you don't remember any of your old relations. Live together with a lot of spiritual love, not like the salt water. When we do the service through our thoughts, words and actions, then we climb into Baba's heart. Your stage of soul consciousness should be that you don't remember any of your old relations. Live together with a lot of spiritual love, not like salt water. Today's blessing. May you be great and humble and give your finger of cooperation for the elevated task of world transformation. When you cook something, you have to put all of its ingredients into it, even if it lacks something like salt or sugar, something that would be delicious would not be worth eating then. In the same way, for this elevated task of world transformation, each and every jewel is needed. Everyone's finger of cooperation is required, and everyone in their own way is absolutely an elevated Maharati and is of course required. Baba says everyone's finger of cooperation is definitely needed in the task of world transformation. That is the cooperation given through your thoughts, words and actions. And this is why you have to understand the value of your nobility. All of you are great souls. However, to the extent you are great, you also have to be humble. Slogan: make your nature easy and all tasks will become easy. When you make your nature easy, all tasks will be easy. Today's Avyak signal. In this Avyak month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's point is, while living in these delicate times, the situations, problems, and atmosphere are doubly polluted. Therefore, remain free from their influence. Stay free from any bondage of all these various things for as long as you live. Let there not be even a single subtle bondage. Every Brahmin child has to become free from bondage and liberated in life at this confluence age. And it's only at this confluence age you experience the reward of the stage of liberation in life. Everyone would be liberated, or they would lead that liberation in life. So we have to attain that stage here. Om Shanti. Let's listen to today's classes schedule. 9:30 to 10 a.m. There is yoga from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and 10 to 11 a.m. there is a class by Atam Prakash brother. The topic is incorporeal, voiceless and egoless. And 11 to 12 we have the birthday celebrations of respected Karuna brother. He is the Secretary General of this organization. Then evening 5 to 6 there is yoga, and 6 to 7 there is a class. And Dr. Banarasi brother that is the hand of Srimad and the company of the intellect or the support of the intellect. There is this bhatti which is organized in Mansarovar. All of you, whoever is interested, they can just write it on the notice board of the dining hall, or there is a Google form which can be filled. There is another bhatti for BK colony brothers and sisters. All those whoever is interested, you can approach Anand brother of Manmohini 1. There is a smart card, that is the ID card. Her name is Veena sister. You can go and just collect it. The services of PM Park. Shiv Kumar brother will sing a song. We all sit in Baba's remembrance. The Laukik mother of Srinivas brother of electric department. Her age was 103 and she left her mortal coil. And she has reached Baba's lap on 1st January 2026. Now Shiv Kumar brother will sing a song and we will sit here in Baba's remembrance.
Om Shanti. कहाँ जा रहे हैं भाई बहन? अपने छोटे भाई को आशीर्वाद तो देते जाइए. सब मीठी मीठी तालियां बजाएंगे. तेरी खूबियों को मैंने नजदीक से है देखा. तू प्यार का समुंदर और रंग है महज़मी का. तेरा वो आशियाना खुशियों का है
कुछ तो मिल गया है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है। पहली दफा हम अपने आबा के घर से आए, परमधाम से आई है आत्मा इस धरती पर, आकर के जन्नत में बेहद सुकून पाए। सोने की दुनिया थी वो, सुख चैन है बरसता, प्यार मोहब्बतों का सबका था प्यारा रिश्ता। ऐसा जहान था वो जहाँ एक ही धर्म था, चारों ही दिशाओं में बस चैन और अमन था। सब पाक थे वहाँ पे, ऊंचा ये मुकद्दर था, आनंद था दिलों में, जीवन अति सुंदर था। एक तू मुझे मिला है, सब कुछ तो मिल गया है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है। अब स्वर्ग गुजर चुका है और द्वापर युग की शुरुआत हो चुकी है। जन्नत का दौर गुजरा, दोज़ख का दौर आया। जन्नत का दौर गुजरा, दोज़ख का दौर आया। सब अपनी खूबियों को इंसान ने भुलाया। नेकी और बदी में वो फर्क कर ना पाया, माया ने मानव को अपने जाल में फंसाया। आज के इंसान को ये क्या हो गया है, अरे पाक था कभी वो अब नापाक हो गया है। दुख दर्द के साए में जार जार रो रहा है, कब आएगा खुदा तू बार बार कह रहा है। एक तो मुझे मिला है, सब कुछ तो मिल गया है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है। सभी बच्चों की आवाज शिव बाबा के कानों पर पहुंची और वो अपना धाम छोड़कर इस धरा पर आ गए। बच्चों की सुन पुकार वो जमीन पे चला आया। बच्चों की सुन पुकार वो जमीन पे चला आया। आकर के खुदा ने सबको कब्र से निकाला। बातों का सिलसिला अब शुरू हो गया है, औरों की बात छोड़ो खुदा दोस्त बन गया है। आदम के तन में आकर उसने हमें बताया, हम रूहों का उसने खुद से मिलन है कराया। रूहों का और खुदा का मिलन संगम कहलाया। जन्नत होगी दोबारा उसने हमें बतलाया, जिसको पाने की खातिर यूं भटके दर बदर हम, उस रब ने ही आके मुझे सीने से लगाया। एक तो मुझे मिला है, सब कुछ तो मिल गया है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है। एक तो मुझे मिला है, सब कुछ तो मिल गया है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है, खुशियों का कारवां ये मेरे साथ चल पड़ा है। ओम शांति। थैंक यू।
A big round of applause to the brother who had sung. And let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Gulzar ji. If we consider ourselves to be souls, then we experience it for a second. We will move away from the consciousness of this body. Consider yourself as a soul, a shining point of light situated at the center of the forehead in this body. Have you understood yourself as a soul? Now, as a soul, think about with whom do you have all the relationships. All our relationships are with the Supreme Soul. He is my mother, father, friend. He is also teacher, Satguru. So what other relationships can there be? There is only one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, with whom all the relationships can be established. Om Shanti.